Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you are on this tranquil planet called Earth, I hope you are having a serene day, evening, or night, wherever you happen to be located. Today, I'm going to be talking about the displacement modifier. Yes, there are hundreds of videos on the displacement modifier, but I'm going to show you how to use it in a different way. The mass majority of the videos on YouTube just have the plain vanilla way of using it. I'm going to make it more diverse and showing you how to use it to make multiple different landscapes on the same plane. I never saw that before. Once more, multiple different textures on one plane. I've never seen that. Have you? So let's start off by adding the planet. I'm going to hit Shift A, or you can go to Add, Shift A, or click on Add, Mesh, Plane. What's this? It's an armature right here. Let me give it this armature. Delete. Let me scale my plane. I'm also give my plane a name. I'm going to call it Surface, or I'm just going to call it Ground. Alright, so it's good to name your things in Blender. So that's good enough. I'll call it Ground. Now, I'm sure you know, for the displacement modifier, you always have to subdivide. So let's go to edit mode. Let me right click, subdivide. I'll take it to its max value. I believe it's 15. Let me go. Okay, the max value is 10. I just make it 15 for the good of order. Alright, so that's done. Now I'm going to highlight it again. Subdivide it again to give it more surface texture. Because it's based on vertices. I'm just going to give it to about, let me see. 15, that's good. Alright, so everyone know how to do this with the displacement. You have to subdivide it first. Let me go back to object mode. Now, the moment of truth. Oh, I gotta do one more thing. This the part that I never seen done with the surface before. It may be on YouTube, but if it is, it's very rare. I'm gonna click on my tilde key. I'm gonna go to top view. From top view, I wanna go to weight paint. That's the magic of what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit the F key, or you can go up here to radius. I hit the F key. You see it's getting larger, or I can manipulate radius. But of course, when you do this, you don't see nothing. So when you do the radius, and I click on, I don't see nothing. So it's best to hit the F key, so I can get a good idea how large my area of influence is. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna make it smaller because I don't have a large plane. Alright, that's a good size. Now, I'm gonna leave this strength at 100, but you can make the strength whatever you feel comfortable using. And that's gonna come straight down. Oh, there's one more thing I have to do too. More important. I have to come over here where it says Object Data Properties, or the green triangular shape with the little dots on the vertex. I click on that. I need for this shape key. I'm not vertex groups. I need vertex groups. But when I make my first sample, see, a vertex group is made for me automatically. So I come down. Okay, I'll make it a little bit more thicker. A little bit more thicker. So let me go up. So I have my first vertex group, and I'm gonna call this. I just give it number 1. Vertex group 1. I'm gonna click on my second. I'm gonna click on vertex groups tab again. I'm just going to call this number 2. Then I come down. So you see my first vertex group is gone. So come down for 2. Make it a little bit thicker. A little thicker. Alright, I'm gonna hit this vertex group plus sign again. You see, it's gone. I'll call this, right, numerical order 3. Alright, so that's done. Now I'll come over here to the edge. Now come back down. Highlight this edge. And of course I'm going to make it a little bit thicker because I want to have a little bit more surface area. And that's it. This is the bulk. The weight paint is the bulk of us having multiple textures on one surface. Alright, now I can go back to object mode. I can rotate this so I can make it look more three-dimensional. Now I'm going to click on modifiers. I want to add a modifier. Go where my mouse says called Displace. Click on the Displace modifier. It's there. Now, if you didn't know, the Displace modifier and the textures, they have a close relationship. They're like a hand in a glove relationship. That's why you see in this modifier, right where my mouse at, you see a white checkerboard, a white chessboard. That's the symbol for texture. But also, if I come down and look on my vertical icon bar at the bottom, I see again the red checkerboard, chessboard. That means texture properties. You can choose whatever one you want, but I'm just going to choose the one right here and this modifier. So I'm going to click on new. I click new. Now you see it's called Displace. So it moved. Displace means to move, so it moved. Now, right to the far right, you see two horizontal line looking figures. One at the bottom is nearly 3/4 solid, and on top is a 1/4 solid or white. You click on that little button where my mouse at, click on it. That takes us to the texture properties. Now it's set on default. The important part for this is type. You can manipulate these other portions later, or you can go to the main texture one and manipulate that. But for today we just need type. I'm going to choose, and you see blend. It's not good to choose blend because blend, as you see in the preview box, is all white, and it slowly gets black as it to the far left. So that's what it's doing. Most of this shape is white. There's no distortion of it because it's primarily white and for a little bit of black. I want to choose the one called clouds. So you see, bam, it changed this shape. If I put it horizontal, it almost look like the clouds in the preview. The reason the clouds in my viewport don't look like the clouds in the modified preview is because I did not subdivide it enough. If I subdivided my original shape probably to 50 or something, my texture on my plane called background will look like this texture in the preview window, but hey, it don't. Alright, so we got that. This is where most videos stop, right here with texture. And then they come over here to they click back on the modifier and they just adjust the strength. You know, I can go up, I can increase the number, you see that, to an outrageous number, or I can bring it down to a small manageable number. Like I stop at I stop at 4 tenths because I want this to look different. Now here's the moment of truth. Now I want to call this texture 1 to give my texture a different name. Blender will give a name automatically, but hey, I want to be in control of my stuff. Texture 1. Then I want to choose my vertex group. 1. You see that right there? Boom. I don't have to affect my whole plane. That little segment that I weight painted, that's changed. That has changed. Now, let's go back to, let me make this smaller. I want to go back to that. You got to add several modifiers. I made 3 weight paint lines, so I got to add 3 modifier lines. I'm sorry, I got to add 3 modifiers. So that's the only make downside. I can't use 1 modifier. See, it moved again. Now don't worry about how it look, because when you got it set up, it's going to look beautiful. It will look beautiful. Or I can go right now and choose weight paint number 2. You see how it look? I want to give it a new texture. Alright, see? And you see, something happened. My ground, I have control of my ground. Or my plane. Because I call it the ground. So I can say, I have control of it. But now, I want to go back and click on this. The 2 little horizontal boxes on my far right where my mouse at. Click on it. Then I want to change my type. I said you can go later on. You can example other things, but the main thing is type. I have it on clouds now. I want to choose magic, and we see. Look at that. Look at that. Completely different. Completely. Alright, so let's keep going on. I want to go back to my modifier. I want to choose, remember, that's my second modifier. So I got 2 modifiers. Remember, I had 3 weight paint lines, so I had to add 3 modifiers. Displace again. And I said, don't worry about how it look. If you get upset, you can go choose your vertex group. See, now it's back to some type of normalcy. I chose new. I'm going to call this number 3. 3. Now, I click here again on this. The 2 white boxes on my far right. Click that. I want to choose Musgrave. And you see how it look? You have control of your weight paint now. And each of them is separate entities. Let me click on. I can decrease. See, it only affects that one. When I adjust the strength. Only that part. Only that one. Let me go to my second. Let me go to my second one. It's on 100. I'm in the zone 1. I can decrease it. Or, yeah, I'm decreasing it. And there. And that's the beauty of it, my good people. With this method, you can create a planet such as Earth, Venus, Mars with diverse backgrounds. Now, it's one little error that I wanted to do. I wanted to paint everything in, but that would take. Okay, I guess I could paint it in. Let me give my main shape a texture or material. Click on material, choose new. I just want to add the material to my viewpoint. I'm not worrying about rendering. I'll make a sort of brownish color. There, I can do that. Alright, now I want to go to edit mode. Edit mode. Oh man. Now, here's the thing. To see your modifier in edit mode, I click on modifier. To see it in edit mode, woof. This is my modifier, right? I have to click on one of these buttons up here. I don't see the button. That's number 2. Because I know if I click on some buttons up here, I should be able to see it. But oh well. It's not letting me see it. But it don't matter, because I can highlight the vertices that I want to highlight anyway. So it don't even matter. I'm going to choose, I'm going to hit the letter C. Make it larger. I want to choose vertex groups. I'm going to go back down here to where it say, I'll take off C. I'm going to go back down here to where it say object data properties. I want to select this. Select all these vertices up in here. I can hit new. I'm done. I can hit new. I'll give it a color. I'll call this yellow. Now I'm gonna go to my vertex colors. Let me go to material. I want to give the color yellow, like I said. But it's changing the whole thing. Oh, I gotta give it. I hit Z. Hit Z again. It's back to my original. I gotta add a new material. New material. Hit new. I'll call it yellow. And there it is. I'll go back to edit mode. Hit the C key. Just come on down. Come on down. Go to viewport. Choose my color. Yellow. Now just choose a sign. And there's yellow. Hit my C key again. Oh, I want to click out. Hit my C key again. Come on down. Right in that middle part. Don't have to be perfect. Click there. I'm going to click new again. I give it a new button. Hit new once more. I'm going to give my viewport color. I'll make this a dark color. Close to black. I'll call it black. There we go. My viewport color is sort of black, so I will assign it to that. My last one, hit C, come on over, come down, hit the plus sign, hit new, choose my viewport to a reddish color. I'll call it red. Then hit assign. Let's go back to object mode and see my mountains have some color to it and some diversity. I could change. I should go back to my edit mode. Click back on this. Go to my black color. Black. Select. Add some more to it. Come down some more so I can get that back part of it. I say assign, go back to object mode, and there. So you see that? Different colors to mountain terrain, like it is on Earth, and all of them got a different texture to it. So I never saw a video like this where you have multiple displacements on one mesh. In this case, I call it ground. I hope this will help you for your future developments in Blender and giving your surface, your building, or whatever, different displacements. So, as you all see, I keep learning in Blender. I don't stop. I don't quit. This idea came to me today. Can I make multiple textures on a plane or a cube, whatever? This idea came to me today, so this idea is hot off the press because I like learning, and I can flip it over too. I like learning. Give a different mountain look. So you keep pushing forward. You keep helping us, educating me to becoming better at Blender. I'm rooting for you. The Blender Foundation rooting for you. Tone Rosenthal rooting for you. The 3D artists, whether they Maya, Cinema 4D Max, they want you to become a well-established artist, all of us. Thank you for stopping by. Until the next time, Blender family, 3D family, peace.